I need a relaxation time. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Back for another GeekSmart video on, well, this is a Lovesac Sactional, at least part of it, as we build it out. I've already gotten pretty far with it. I wanted to at least get set to the point to show you essentially how I've found the fast and easy way to set these up. There are a lot of videos about these out there. This is not a review video. I will have a review video coming of my thoughts on it, take into account not only cost, but everything. I have been really hoping to get one of these for a very long time, literally over a decade since I first saw them. And I have been anxiously awaiting to purchase one, and now I did purchase one. They do have their big Black Friday event going on right now, so I couldn't resist. Good deals, good financing, and then I get the couch I want. So, that said, I'm going to get into showing you, I guess, let's go to me setting up. Okay, so I'm in my living room. I've already got the majority of the couch actually set up. I have one full seat left in the box yet. I have a full back side, and I also have one of the roll arm sides too, so I can kind of show the difference between how the covers go on those. And I'll cut to those as we go. But I wanted to show you what it looks like when we're setting up this guy. So I'm in my nice pajama shorts, my gym shorts, I guess, because it's, I was consistently doing it. I didn't stop, but I was sweating pretty good in my pants, even though it's getting pretty cold out, 40-some degrees. So I thought I'd break one of these out of the box. I'll tell you what, we'll do one of my last seat, the full seat, standard seat first, and then we'll go to one of the sides. So with that said, I'm gonna grab my scissors. Let me realign the camera a little bit so you can more down. All right, so here's. Sure, I mean, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 7 of these so far. There's one back there. This will be my 8th one, my final seat that I have. And so I just take a pair of scissors and just cut the edge. So this is kind of my assembly line way of doing it. I decided to do each section and put the covers on the entire section at a time rather than doing all the covers and then finally do the assembly. Because my living room isn't huge. So, okay, so this guy here is the actual seat. Tip it upside down, slide it out of the box. While I'm doing that, I'm going to cut the bottom so I can fold up the box for recycling. So, get this out. In the box here, if you actually look, there we go. There are instructions on the actual lid. They don't really give you paper instructions, they're just on the box. However, they do have videos online that you can watch. I have not watched their videos. Pretty self-explanatory, in reality. They're not hard to put together at all. You'll see here in a minute. And so, I have a box with all the cardboard, and then I have a bag for all the plastic and all the other things. There is, and I'll show you here in a second, silica gel in here on every single piece that they send you. So I just take, the bags, put all the bags and other stuff here. In the base, there are these 2 poles that they use to hold everything in. So if you have extra bases and you're not going to use all the cushions, like the back cushions, you can actually store them in here and use these to store them in there. But you have your bottom cushion, and then you have your back pillow. And of course, no matter, we did the standard foam, so some silica gel. Obviously, be mindful. This I'm glad it's in here for soaking up that stuff, but don't let your Pat's get into that. So there are a couple packs in most of the things. So let me change the video over here a little bit. So in the bar, or the base, I guess, underneath the base there, you also get your secret ingredients, which are your there are felt pads here, 9 of them. You got your actual block here that actually holds them all together, the foot block. You have your 4 feet that'll actually screw under the holes there. They all have these rubber protectors for the threads, more than anything else, because they're sticking out of the box so they don't rip the fabric or anything. And then you got your big clamp. The rest of this is just a box. So get rid of the box. I'll leave these here. These will be put on. I put these on after the cover. I find it a little bit easier so they're not in my way. And then I am holding on to these guys, so just for future purposes. Now that I have everything separated, I grabbed my covers, and we did the Slate Twill, which, to be honest, is one of their least expensive covers. But we liked the color, and we definitely liked the price. See the silica gel? Even with these guys, there's just one. Then you have a cardboard to kind of help protect it. These will have the 3 covers for all pieces of the seat. On the bag itself, it actually tells you what the cover is. Slate Twill, and of course all 3 of these sections. So this would be just the pillow, and then this, and there are Velcro to attach the 2, are going to be your base, and then your base pillow, or your seat cushion, I guess. So we'll do the base. All right, so we flip this guy over, so we have the base, the actual spring-sided up. So what you do with these covers is, obviously it's rectangular, wider than it is deep, I guess, or depending on how you orient. But what I do is you just kind of orient just the starting edge of it, and then you get all 4 corners. In the last corner, you will have to kind of pull, stretch a little bit, and then you just kind of work your corner down. You do want to make sure that the stitching lines up on the corner as you go down. As you pull down, and just slowly work your way down all the way across. Then the last one, just get that bulb in the corner all the way down on all 4 of them. Alright, there we are. Now, I like to stand it up and do this from a standing position. So you gotta pull the corners best you can, and then Velcro. Now, the first one I kind of got a little anal about how well I did this Velcro. The next one I did, I just kind of did it as tight as I could really muster at a speed. It really isn't noticeable after you get it tight. So don't pay attention to how much Velcro is really left here. Just pull it nice and tight. And once you get it nice and tight, you are good to go. And once we get this on here, then we'll work on the feet. Let me grab those real quick. My dog now decided he wanted to be in the shot, so I moved the camera. So now we go to the bottom here, and the feet just screw in. Pretty simple, to be honest. Nothing too difficult about that, right? And these are the feet that actually go into these blocks here. So they actually, connect into the blocks, and then the blocks is what actually helps tie the whole system together. So I just rotate this guy around, do 2 feet at a time. And of course, me doing it, talking while I'm doing it is going to take a little longer than I was kind of cranking it out. But then, if you notice anything, this is the time to kind of fix it to make sure that everything looks good. But obviously, when you're not looking from the bottom, so it doesn't look as even there. But when you're looking from the side or anything, it looks pretty solid, pretty good. But like I said, if you notice anything, now is the time to fix it. I'm gonna set this guy off to the side because I don't need it. These are my my foot ones, my I guess recliner, as you were. So now we can do the pillows, basically the covers. So this is the cover for the actual seat cushion. It just has a zipper on the bottom. It opens up. And then in here, what I found, the easiest way to do this is the side where the flap is. This is the last side to go in. The first side is the top. This is the bottom, so this is the zipper of the cushion itself, where if you actually unzip this, you can actually see the foam. So if you ever need to replace the foam for the cushion, pretty simple. But this is the side that I do first. I've tried the other way. I don't recommend it. It's harder and it feels like you're going to rip the fabric almost. So just work it in so it's actually in the corners properly before you continue. If you fix any problems early on, it's a lot easier. And then you kind of just grab stuff, and then the other corner, grab stuff. And then in here, you just want to make sure that everything's in the corners good. Then you can close the flap. And if you do it right, it's pretty simple and pretty easy. So that's the seat cushion. I set this over here. Next, we have the pillow. Pillow is by far the easiest, and these always have the actual Lovesac tags. So, if I'm just going to remove these here because I've been removing these as we go. They're already open, so all you do is stick the pillow down in one side. Oh, and I'm actually putting these on the bottom. Not to say there's anything necessary, but I want those away from where your actual arms or head or anything like that would be, so you don't hear any noise. If everything's good, you can remove these. But they do have that 60-day warranty, so part of the reason I'm keeping those feet covers, just in case. You never know. I don't think we're going to have... We already love it just from the first section that we've set up. So, now, that's the back. That's ready to go. Let's get one of the sides put together real quick while we're at it. I'm just going to pull it over here and do it right in front of you. So, pretty simple. Same process as before. Opening the box. These go a little bit faster because obviously you have one cover. But it is a tight cover, I will say that. And I'm going to cut the box, so let me cut that real quick. And obviously you can do what I'm doing right here later, but I'm just trying to make as much room as possible because my living room was full of boxes a little while ago. And now well, after this I'm down to one that's over there. That's my last roll arm one. Put that over there. Alright, so these are the corner protectors. They do package them well. And of course, they're all sent via FedEx, so I don't know about you, but I have had the least amount of problems with FedEx as opposed to any other shipping. Maybe DHS, they're good too. Alright, silica gel. Let's get rid of those. I don't want my dogs eating that. In the bottom here is our block. Alright, throw that down here. Throw this over here. Also, in basically the section where the actual clip's going to go, that's where you're going to find the clip. In its own little box. In here is where you're going to have the felt pads again, and the 2 feet, the 2 actual peg guys here. There's the felt pads again, and then there were the rubber feet that actually got pulled off when I went through those holes. I'm going to pull those too, like I said, just in case. And now, to flip it up, right side up. Again, I'm going to hold off on putting the feet on because right now it'll actually hold itself up and I don't have to hold it. If I put the feet on first, it's just going to want to tip right over. So, you can see that there is a hole here. That's going to be the inside side against the couch. And then you have the flat side. You'll see real quick here when I grab the cover. Let me grab that real quick. So you can see here, standard side cover. Now I do have one deep side, which is narrower. We'll get to that here in a moment. So this is the standard side cover. Again, there's going to be one silica gel packet in here. There it is. And cardboard. Put that in there. Put my silica gel over here quick. Now these, again, similar to the base, we're going to want to get it on all four corners at the top before we pull anything down. And if you notice here, there's one side that has no hole. Then there's the side with the green here and the hole. Obviously you can see where that's going to go. So, with that said, just going to bring it up here. Start on one side. Then get started on the other side. And just, again, slowly down. And what you're really going to want to pay attention to again is this seam. Make sure that seam is right on the edge. Otherwise it's going to look all weird. We're just going down slowly. And eventually when you get down here, you can see where there's kind of an indentation almost. I don't know if you can see that. But it's almost going to want to hook. And you're going to want to just bring it out. Just be mindful of it. Don't go too fast. There we go. Pull it out. There we go. Continue down. Again, just keeping this. See how it's actually going off a little bit? Straighten it out as soon as you see it. Makes it a lot easier down the road. Alright, we're almost down. Just go down as far as you can like this. And if you need to straighten anything, now is the time to do it. Then just flip it over, and we're going to do exactly like we did before, but concentrate on the corners. You know, you're just going to kind of grab the fabric kind of with your hands and with your thumbs, push on the side, like that. Alright, double check everything, and then you can start working on the Velcro. Again, don't be too hard on yourself with what it looks like on the bottom. You'll never see it. But you'll get good at it. Alright, then we have the 2 feet. Alright, so this guy's ready to go in. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to I'm going to get the roll arm to the stage where I'm actually putting the fabric on it. I want to show you how the roll arm looks different going on than this. Then we'll actually put it together. Alright, you can see this one's going to have the roll arm. And here we are. This is the roll arm, which just has a nice rounded top. This is the square top that you get on that guy. I'll put it side by side once we get it on there. Again, watch for the silica gel, where the heck that went. I think this one's going to have it. Look at that. Maybe it was in the bag. I bet I didn't look. Alright, so this one does have a tag on it. Take the tag off quick. Don't want it being in my way. And you can, so that's going to be the inside side. Again, side that's going to be next to you. I'm going to give you the side that has a contour to it to see. But just like the rest of them, you're just going to do... Going to start with that one side, and start with going to the other side. This one's a little tighter at the beginning. Alright, I'm just going to pull down with it, slowly but surely. You can see how it's just a lot tighter at the beginning here, but just keep slowly going down. I forgot to take the base out of the bottom. Might be a good thing to do. There it is. Alright, so, again, we're doing the same thing. We're just stressing the corners up, making sure everything's up where it's supposed to go. Looks pretty good. I'm a little off on this, so I'm going to go ahead and straighten that out now. Like I said, once you get it, the further you are down, the harder it is to get it out. Alright, there we go. So, I mean, I would say the roll arms are maybe a little more difficult, but nothing crazy. Then you have your 2 feet again. You know, obviously, if you go into a showroom, you can see all the differences here, feel the differences. But there's height differences as well, a little bit. Roll arm's a little lower, a little more comfortable. So that's why we went with the roll arm, just for the sides, where your arms go. So, with that said, let me set up the camera back a little further, and I'll show you how everything kind of goes together real quick before I conclude. Hey, there it is. This is the last base I have, which these pieces here, wherever it actually ties into the actual block material, we're going to go in with this last back. It's going to go from here, and it's going to actually go all the way past, because I actually have this set in deep mode. If I was to rotate it 90 degrees, it would then be wider. Then that back section would actually go flush with this one. This was my one deep side I have here, because this is a 3-piece deep section of my couch. The rest is shallow. So, it's a little bit different. But in this case, I'm going to go all the way to the end, and my roll arm is actually going to go from here to the end. So I'm going to do this one first, and then the roll arm. Let me grab it real quick. Alright. So that I have that all based in already, it just kind of comes in here. And it can be tight now that we're getting towards the end here. There we go. And there'll still be clips in here yet, so we'll do that last. So I'm going to get the roll arm. Let me get the roll arm set real quick. Oh, the living room's going to change. Alright. So, well, that one ain't easy. Okay, so now we're just kind of lazily sitting there. I'm going to move him out of the way real quick. And I'll show you where those clips go. Get all my recycling out of the way too here. Watch out, bud. Out of the way. So you can see here, or how I put it here, there's actually a clip over here where the two tied together. But that's what these holes were for, is for these clips to actually going into. So they kind of set and just kind of slide down, and then this thing gets solid as a rock. So it goes from wobbly to not going anywhere in a very short amount of time. And then your cushion goes into place. So when you go to the Lovesac store, they're not lying when they say this thing goes together very smoothly. It just takes a while for the covers, and of course, I mean, it takes a while just to unbox everything. So that takes a little bit. So, this is in deep mode. I actually have two more. They're going to be out for my feet to kind of stick out here. One here, and then one for my wife over there. And we have a comfortable couch of our liking. I also have some cup holders I'll show you here shortly. But for that, I'm going to take a break, because it's now 6, coming up on 7 o'clock, 6:30, is it 6:30? Which means I'm going for 3 hours. This is 3 hours worth of work. Now, it's been a little bit less because I was filming the last little bit, but through just under 3 hours right now. So, I need a relaxation time. So, here we are. Full couch out. Everything's done. My footrest done. My wife's footrest is good. And I don't have these connected, so these can be moved at any time. They're also kind of going to be our coffee tables, because I got a table for each of our footstools, which can obviously be slid or removed, or be put on one, whatever we want to do. I've got these cup holders, which go on the round arm. They also make them for the square arm as well, which work. I think the only thing that I might think about getting is something to kind of go down in here for my remotes, rather than setting them on the coffee table, or my table, I guess, but we're using it as a coffee table. For watching TV. So, not that I use these two remotes very often. I don't. It's almost always just the Apple TV remote. But every so often. But in the end, I'm looking forward to really doing it. So I'm going to do a full review of this couch, my Sactional, on my Tech Goods channel when I get to that point. But I want to have a few weeks of use to really understand how much I like it. Obviously, the dog loves it. The other dog hasn't laid on it yet, so we'll find out. But with that said, I do like it. We actually ordered 4 of these cup holders, which are easily removable. We're going to have 2 on each side eventually, or just in case we have more guests, where people over here, we're going to so you can put the drinks over here. But then we'll also have these where we can scoot it to the corner to put things on there. So yeah, so far so good. Thanks for watching the semi-setup video. I wanted to leave you get an idea of how to do it and get kind of it down before I showed you how I do it, at least, or how I did it. But that said, thanks for watching, and I'm going to watch some TV and relax for a little bit before everybody else gets home. So we'll see you soon.